I just want to talk about how wonderful God is and the greatness of the Holy Spirit leading and guiding us. I want to give Him His praise and thank Him for even waking me up this morning. All my loved ones woke up this morning as well. My kids are healthy. Everybody is living, breathing, has a roof over their head, food to eat, and nobody has any bad health news. I want to give God all the glory and tell Him thank you for just blowing breath in my body so I can even say thank you. For today, I give thanks. I've had it very hard with my health, and I want to start sharing my testimonies, starting from the beginning of this particular journey. I was in a car accident. Somebody hit me from behind, and that's what got me into an ortho spine doctor. He did a full body scan and told me there was a lot wrong with me and that I needed intensive care. He said I needed to be seen at the Mayo Clinic. There was a 1-year waiting list, but I needed to be seen immediately. He told me that the next day, Saturday, he had a golf game with the head of neurology. He said he was going to get me in. After that golf game, whatever happened, whether they made a bet or had a conversation, that doctor got me into the Mayo Clinic within 2 weeks with the head of neurology. His nurse called me that morning, gave me my appointment, and told me everything I needed to do to register. I called, followed all the steps, got my appointment, and went in. That's how I got into the Mayo Clinic system. From there, I met with the head of neurology. He did all the tests he needed to do, and from there, I was connected to all the specialists I needed, all at Mayo Clinic. That's how I found out what was wrong with me. I was diagnosed with lupus, SLE. It's a very hard disease. It can attack any organ in your body. Before that point, I didn't know what was wrong with me. I had years of pain, being in and out of the hospital, discomfort, constant issues. I already had pseudotumor cerebri, which I got from medication I was on. My health had been going downhill from a young age, migraines and different issues. It's been a constant battle. I was once very healthy. Then when I got a little older, still young, I started getting sick, constantly in and out of the hospital. So the first step was finding out what was wrong, and they did that. At Mayo Clinic, I had all the doctors I needed. I was on 16 different medications trying to get regulated. They weren't working. Eventually, I got down to 13 prescriptions, still trying different medications. I had to use a rollator. I relocated to Orlando. At this point, I had been living with it for about 3 years. My life was doctor appointments every single day. Physical therapy, rheumatology, neurology, internal medicine, primary care, ortho. Monday through Friday, every day I had a doctor's appointment. That was my life. Then I got really, really sick, and the doctor said there was nothing else they could do. I was allergic to everything, even Tylenol. There was nothing they could give me. They sent me home, put a number on my life, and put me on bed rest. They basically sent me home to die. And while I was home on bed rest, I didn't give up. I had faith. I knew it wasn't my time. I felt like God had a purpose for me. I knew He didn't create me just to come here, have 2 kids, be sick, and die. There had to be more to my story. While I was home, I was on my phone scrolling and came across plant therapy, how to eat for life, holistic living. Because at this point, I was allergic to so many medications, I was trying to find some kind of alternative for myself. I had always had a relationship with God and faith in God. Even though the doctor put a number on my life, that was actually the second time that had happened. The first time was when I was diagnosed with pseudotumor cerebri years before. That doctor also put a number on my life, and I made it past that. I was even in a coma during that time. They sent me home on bed rest for the amount of time they said I had left. And I still didn't give up. I came across plant therapy, herbalism, and alternative medicine. Since I was allergic to so many Western medications, I started learning. I became an herbalist, and I became my first patient. That's when everything started changing. That's when I was able to get rid of the rollator and experience my first pain-free day, a day I will never forget. My youngest sister was turning 18 and lived in Jacksonville while I was in Orlando. And before that, I wouldn't have been able to make that trip without needing to stay overnight. But that day, I went to her party, enjoyed myself, danced, and drove back home pain-free, truly enjoying life in a way I hadn't in so long. Before that, I used to stand in the shower praying, asking God for just one pain-free day. I would literally say, "I'll take just one." And when I finally received it, I was overwhelmed with joy, telling everyone I wasn't in pain. When I told my grandma what I had prayed for, she asked me why I would only ask for one. And that moment shifted something in me, because I realized I had been so used to constant pain that I limited what I believed was possible. That experience taught me not to place limitations on myself or on what I asked God for, because if He can grant it, why not ask for more? We often shortchange ourselves, but God is the waymaker and miracle worker, and we shouldn't put limits on what He can do. We have no ceiling when it comes to Him. So I went back and asked for complete healing, and as I continued learning herbalism, I began making herbs. And when COVID came, I was able to help many people by praying and creating a regimen that helped people feel better within 24 hours and test negative in 3 days using just 3 herbs. Herbs are what God put here for our medicine. Every pharmaceutical comes from a plant, but the difference is there's no healing in those medications because the system profits from keeping people coming back, whereas herbs are taken for a period of time with the goal of true healing. That journey led me to my purpose, and I began asking God why I was here, allowing the Holy Spirit to guide me, because if I had listened to the doctors or given up, I might have just lived a short life and died. But instead, I became an inventor, started businesses, met many people, and now I want to share my testimonies of how God has been a miracle worker in my life. That's what this is about, giving Him praise and encouraging others to reflect on what He has done for them and how He has guided them into their purpose. That's how I became an herbalist and eventually a master herbalist, expanding into creating products like soaps, lotions, and medicine, even for animals. Always asking how I could help others, especially since I understand pain firsthand. God also softened my heart. Where I used to be distant and uninvolved, now I'm willing to help anyone I can, and I thank Him for transforming me into someone who listens, obeys, and values others. He will change you into who He knows you can be, not what people say, but who He says you are. And I'm grateful because I have outlived the number that was once placed on my life. Now I'm in a position where I can help others, and at the same time, I can help myself. I learned how to create medication not only for my own healing, but also to support other people. And I truly thank God for that healing. Because after I prayed to be healed, that's when everything began to shift. That's when I was put on bed rest and introduced to herbalism. And looking back, I realized that if I had never been on bed rest, I would have never been still long enough to learn. I was always busy, always moving, and I probably would have never taken the time to sit, scroll, and come across the information that changed everything. All of it worked together to push me into exactly what I was supposed to be doing.
I know this isn't my testimony, but I've seen this firsthand. There was a time she couldn't even go outside when the sun was out. The sun would affect her so badly, and it was hard to watch because growing up, she wasn't like that. I couldn't wrap my head around it. But I remember we were in Atlanta and she told me things were going to change for her with lupus. And they did. Now she can go outside, she can dance, she can live. And that's nobody but God.
Nobody but God. The doctors are always amazed when I walk in.
And people put so much weight on what doctors say. But who is a doctor? A creation of God. God has the final say. I've seen it myself. She's been through so much, multiple conditions, not just lupus. And she's still here, still strong, still helping people. During COVID, people were really struggling, and her herbal medicine worked. People didn't believe it at first, but it worked.
All of that comes from God. When I create medicine, I pray first. I cleanse my spirit, and I ask the Holy Spirit to guide me. Every formulation is Holy Spirit inspired. The herbs I choose, it all comes from the Holy Spirit. I pray and ask that it be a healing for people. I make sure my spirit is right, because you never make medicine when you're angry or in a bad state.
And that's why the medicine works. And that's why our brother got that negative test in 2 days and not 2 weeks.
Right. He was supposed to wait 3 days, but he couldn't wait. It takes 3 days. From the time you start the COVID medicine to the end is 3 days. You have to be on an alkaline diet when you take the medicine, and that's it. He didn't want to be on the alkaline diet. He wanted to keep eating meat, but you can't eat meat with the medication because meat is an acid. So he took his test in 2 days, and he was negative. But you have to follow the instructions, just like any medication. You finish it completely because you need to make sure the medicine kills everything. It's the same as when your doctor says, even if you feel better, take all the medication until it's gone. Well, herbal medicine isn't any different. Sometimes the herbs are bitter, but what medicine that you buy tastes good or sweet? It's not like you get medicine from the pharmacy that tastes good. This isn't about taste. Medicine isn't supposed to taste good. It's about healing. This is what happens when you follow what God says. I just thank God for that. And I have many more testimonies. And I hope that anyone who's struggling with any problem knows that God is a miracle worker and He's a way maker. You might have to fast, go into supplication and prayer, but just give it to God, and He will provide a way.